hello and welcome back to the channel. So we have a super simple, really hearty, really fun, easy video recipe today. We're going to be making Sunday supper pot roast meatballs, and I'm going to be smoking the meatballs outside on the Weber kettle using Jealous Devil charcoal. We're going to be using a combination of ground beef and ground turkey to make our meatballs. And while I'm doing that, Babe is going to be inside here making
mashed potatoes and peas on the side.
Peas, mashed potatoes, and a little demi-glaze, gravy glaze for our meatballs after they're done being smoked. So smoked pot roast meatballs, mashed potatoes, peas, super simple dimple. Super simple dimple.
Okay.
There you go. I think you guys are going to like this one. It's a really good, easy recipe. All right, babe, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And here we go. Today we're going to be using our Weber charcoal barbecue. We're going to be using some accessories inside the barbecue. The S&S Grills Slow and Sear. We're also going to be using the S&S Grills Drip and Griddle Pan. Now you know us, we're going to be using the greatest charcoal on earth, only today we're going to be using Jealous Devil Max briquettes. These briquettes are amazing. They're bigger, stronger, hotter, faster, far more superior to any other charcoal briquettes on the market. So as you see here, I have my charcoal barbecue all disassembled. All the ash from the last cook is collected in the ashtray, and now I'm letting the bottom vent go open about a pencil width. Soon thereafter, I'm gonna drop in my Slow and Sear. You can see that I have a lot of leftover Jealous Devil from the last cook because this stuff I can reuse over and over and over again, getting the maximum bang for my buck. Okay, so I drop in my Drip and Griddle Pan. I add in a couple extra briquettes of the Jealous Devil Max. Today I'm being super lazy. I just grabbed 2 Weber little wax lighter cubes, dropped them in there, lit the flame, threw one more briquette on it. I'm gonna just let this roll uncovered with the easy spin top grate on top of it and get that one little side of the barbecue all hot and spicy. Once that little side of the Slow and Sear barbecue comes up to temperature, I'm gonna set my lid on and I'm gonna set my top vent for a pencil width as well. I'm gonna set my lid with the vent opposite side of the coals. In essence, that's gonna create a 2-zone cooking chamber, an indirect and a direct. I'm gonna start my meatballs off on the indirect, get that internal temperature up. So while we're working outside here, getting our pit set up, let's head back inside and let's see what type of setup Babe has going on for the mashed potatoes and the sauces and everything like that. Okay, Babe, so I see that you have all your ingredients laid out here on the in-grain cutting board. So I need to go outside and make the meatballs outside on the kettle. So what are the ingredients just for the meatballs to start?
So just for the meatballs to start, I'm doing 1 pound each of ground beef and ground turkey.
So 2 pounds total.
2 pounds total. I thought that would be good to just mix it up and not have as much beef and maybe add a little health to them. I don't know. We're going to use 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Booger 500 sent us these, so thank you for that. They're really good. We're going to add a little flavor to them with this Diamond Dale's.
We got that out of Texas.
Yeah. So I'm going to just mix it all together, form them into balls, kind of good-sized balls, and then Josh will take them out and put them on the smoker. And then, when they come back in, I will have my mashed potatoes ready. We have a mashed potato recipe right above. You can click on that. It was the loaded mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna do something like that.
How are you doing it? So you're using 2 potatoes today?
I am. I'm gonna use 2 potatoes. I'll add more if we need it. But I'm gonna boil them. So I'm gonna make your basic mashed potato recipe just with all of those ingredients. You can go check that out. Okay, and then I'm gonna make a brown gravy demi-glaze. So that's gonna consist of the beef demi-glaze concentrate.
That you can just get at any store.
Yeah, you can get that at any store. A little bit of cornstarch and water mixed. We'll put that all together. That'll kind of thicken it up, and we'll lay that over the meatballs. I'll probably add a little more brown gravy and put that over the mashed potatoes, and then we have some good old-fashioned peas. We'll see if we can get the kids to eat those. So those are our ingredients. We'll take some chives and chop those up, put it on top. That's everything you need.
Awesome, babe. All right, let's get to making balls.
So I'm mixing up my stuff. I threw my breadcrumbs in. I threw my seasoning in. I added a little bit extra salt and a little more paprika. There's no egg in these meatballs, okay?
It's just ground turkey and ground beef.
And breadcrumbs as your bonder. So I'm going to make them kind of good size. like this, and then we'll throw them on.
Okay, so I'm going to be using my charcoal barbecue, running it today at approximately 275 degrees. And I'm just going to throw one chunk of cherry wood in there for that smoky flavor. Now I'm putting my beef and turkey meatballs indirect. I'm going to cook them at 275 degrees until they reach an internal of about 155 or 160. Then I'm going to bring them back inside the house, and I'm going to sear them, or Babe is going to sear them, in a cast iron pan, which will allow us to get that demi-glaze, to deglaze the pan with the little sauce and everything like that. So it's kind of a pan sauce, but we wanted to get that smoky flavor on those meatballs first. Okay, meatballs are looking good. We'll check back, monitor temperatures, and when they hit about 155, 160, we'll get them inside to sear them on a cast iron sheet.
I'm just chopping the chives into baby little pieces. I just chopped up my potatoes. I'm gonna throw them on the stove. I've got my water boiling.
You peeled the potatoes first.
Now you peel the potatoes first, correct.
Then you're gonna boil them until they're super soft.
Yes. I'm gonna boil them until they're fork tender. And then we take them out, we mash them up, we add some goodies. Easy peasy. They're about 1-inch pieces. And ooh, I'm just gonna drop them in.
Heavily salted water.
Okay, we're gonna let these boil until fork tender. All right, my potatoes are done. Now I'm gonna make them mashed potatoes. So I strained them and I put them in my little pot. I'm gonna add my ingredients and we'll have magic.
All right, babe. Chives, butter, sour cream, milk. All the good stuff.
Yep, they're perfect. Perfectly cooked. Nice and easy to mash.
You can add a little salt and pepper to taste.
And I'm gonna make myself a package of brown gravy for my mashed potatoes, but nobody else. No, yeah, I love this stuff. This is like the best. It's so good.
Okay, it's been 25 minutes. They've been rolling in some cherry smoke. Oh, wow, those look and smell very good. Let me see if I can zoom this camera in for you guys. Just while we probe them, let's check a couple temperatures. Because remember, we're going to finish these off in the cast iron inside to get that sear, that crust, and to work on the demi-glaze. Okay, so we're at 140, 145, 150. 149. Wow, they are juicing. 143. Okay, so let's let it roll another 5 minutes or so. We'll get them in on that cast iron. What do you think, babe? Not too shabby for 30 minutes over cherry wood.
Yeah, they look really good. They smell really good too.
Now we just got to sear them off in the cast iron and we're ready to go.
So I'm going to get these in the cast iron. We've got it preheated up, nice and hot. I put a little avocado oil in there. We're going to leave them on each side for about a minute or two to try and get a nice crust. And then we're going to use those little bits and that little crust that's left over to make our demi-glaze. Oh yeah.
Smells fantastic, like little baby pot roast.
Spots right here from where
Our
we cooked it. Our little bits. So I'm going to put my demi-glaze in. I'll put my cornstarch in. Cornstarch and water mix. Woo! Oh wow. Looks pretty darn good. So we have it heated up. We got it boiling. That's all we wanted. It was just a little sauce for those meatballs. And you take it right off that heat. And we're going to plate.
Babe is going to plate up, and let's just do a recap of this cook. So that's a little demi-glaze sauce, some cornstarch, some water, and she's gonna lay that down as a base. These meatballs were 1 pound of ground beef, 80-20. They were also 1 pound of ground turkey. We combined them, we used a little paprika, salt, a little barbecue seasoning, and we brought them outside on the grill and we smoked them over cherry wood for about 30 minutes until the internal got up to about 150, 155 degrees. We brought them back inside on the cast iron skillet to sear them off and to get that temperature just a little bit higher, and that also helped us to make our little magic sauce that Babe's putting on currently.
Has a little smoky flavor to it.
Does it? Mm-hmm. It's awesome, babe. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So then you made your mashed potatoes. You just used 2 potatoes. You peeled them down. You put them into some heavily salty water. You made sure that you got them to a rapid boil. You did that for like 20 minutes. When it was all said and done, you did some butter, some sour cream, some chive, and some milk. And you made yourself a whole little mash, which I have already had a couple bites of those, and it's pretty freaking fantastic. And finally, after that, after Babe's plating there, she's gonna add a couple peas, and that's it. Like a super simple Sunday supper pot roast meatball style smoked barbecue dinner. Really easy and really fun to make, actually. Let's bring you guys in for a closer look.
You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead. Beginners keep provoking.
Okay, babe, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not gonna eat the peas. The peas are for the kids.
I love peas.
Before we take our taste test, we have to thank our top tier channel members. We're gonna roll their names across the screen right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to anybody that's hit the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button, to get all the behind the scenes access to Babe, we really, really appreciate you. You guys, everybody that's hit that join button, you guys make this little YouTube hobby possible. So thank you, thank you,
guys.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm very interested in the potatoes because I already had a little bite. I'm also very interested in seeing these meatballs.
You need some of my packaged gravy on that.
No, that's a you. So I'm going to cut a meatball in half.
Okay.
I'm going to cut it in fours.
Oh, yeah.
I want a meatball by itself first, and then I'm going to do a meatball and potato first. So
Well, I'm going to do a meatball.
let me just show the folks. Oh, camera, work with me. Oh, it's Babe's Beauty. It just doesn't.
Oh, yeah,
wanna work.
sorry.
There you go. Is it? Oh, maybe. Oh. Well, you could see it, but I wanted you to see the inside. Oh, no, Baby's Beauty again. Oh, there we go. Camera funny problems. Okay.
Look at my bite.
Oh, you got peas, potatoes, and meatball.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Super juicy.
Oh, I can smell.
You can taste the smoke flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, super juicy.
That's good. That's really good.
And the glaze, I think, has that pre-bought store glaze, has a little bit of smoky flavor in it as well. But the Jealous Devil gives it that charcoal flavor, that classic charcoal flavor. And then, of course, the cherry wood that I put in.
Those are very good.
Super juicy. All right.
I think that is
Question.
yummy. It's a win. What?
You adding the turkey and the ground beef? Because
Yeah.
obviously ground beef is way more fatty.
Right. So
But
what do you question?
it's still very, very juicy. Even with,
Oh, you questioned it?
1 pound of turkey and 1 pound of ground beef. So, I mean, that's the killer bite right there. Let's go.
You're missing peas. I think those are fantastic.
That is a pot roast meatball.
You did really good.
Good job, babe.
Yeah.
Good job.
That was fun.
Yeah. And easy. It took us
And
what?
easy.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
Start to finish. And that's with lighting the barbecue and everything like that. With a slow and sear and the Jealous Devil setup and that whole thing that I talked to you about earlier, you guys, really, a charcoal barbecue is not that intimidating.
No.
And it produces some
Delicious.
banging food. All right.
I think we did good. Another restaurant quality meal put out by Josh and Babe.
Good job, babe.
Good job.
All right. We will see you guys on the next one. We're taking requests. Hit us up.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.